Good Monday morning, everybody. Chris Allen with your weather podcast for this November 10th. It's a chilly start to your Monday morning. Temperatures in the 30s, upper 30s, low 40s near the Tennessee border. And some of you out toward the Lake Cumberland area may find a little patchy fog this morning. Be careful of that. Otherwise, things are pretty quiet. 57 was the official high temperature yesterday at the Bowling Green Airport. 62 the average high. We are 5 degrees below average as of yesterday. 33 was our low temperature. 40 the average. That's a 7-degree difference. And a year ago, we had a high of 62 and a low of 29 back in 2013. Everybody talking about the coming cold air. And, of course, if you watch the major news networks, they're trying to scare the snot out of you. Did I say snot? Better I say snot than the other word. But anyway, bombogenesis, polar vortex. Millions will be affected by extreme cold. The worst in history. Well, they didn't go that far, but they might as well. Let's put this into perspective. Come on. It's November. It's going to get cold. Supposed to get colder. I'm looking here at the November records, courtesy of the National Weather Service office in Louisville, Kentucky. All right? We're looking at record cold here. 1950 seems to stand out here. 1950, one of the coldest ever. The all-time coldest in November was 1950, especially on November 25th when we hit 7 below zero. 1950. Yeah. And a couple other times in 1950, like the 24th, the high temperature of 2. Well, not a high temperature, but a low, record low, I should say. Cold maximum, if you look at those, 76 stands out. And when we're looking at the analogs, and this is where we do, where we look at the weather patterns, and we say, what year does this compare with? And 1976 really stands out. If you want a year to try to compare how this November looks to other Novembers, is there a similar November to 2014, which this is starting to look like? 1976 stands out. Not necessarily for snow, but for cold. 77's also in there. Those were some cold years, and we did have some big snows those years. So it's been much colder than this that's coming, and it blows my mind though how and I know why they do it. The major news networks, they need something to build fear in you so that you'll keep watching, and they make it so they raise their voice. And then when you're watching tonight, millions will be affected by major cold, extremely cold temperatures. What will we do? How will we survive? They're shouting at the TV screen, and it's all designed to just scare the bejeebus out of you. So let's put it in perspective. It's going to get colder, yes, but it's not going to be the coldest ever for Kentucky. It's not going to be, a frozen tundra here. But we are going to run 20 to 25 degrees colder once we get into Wednesday and for the rest of this week into the weekend, and even for the next, say, 10 to 15 days through much of the rest of November. It's going to be cold. All right. As far as precipitation goes, some chatter about snow maybe coming in Saturday, Sunday, this coming weekend. It's there. Very low confidence at this point, though, as to how that's going to pan out. Again, putting things in perspective. We'll let you know when it's time to be concerned about those things. In the meantime, just be prepared. Know the weather before it knows you, that it's going to get colder. 20 to 25 degrees colder than it has been. Today and tomorrow, though, are going to be mild, relatively warm, really. Mostly sunny, breezy, warmer today. We're still under the influence of high pressure. We're going to see highs in the mid to upper 60s today. We're going to go with 68 for Bowling Green. South winds breezy at 13. Tonight, partly cloudy, breezy, mild, a low of 50. It's going to only get down to 50 degrees tonight. For Tuesday, Veterans Day, the official holiday. Rain will be moving in, 50% chance of rain, and 65 for a high temperature, south wind at 12. But as that cold front makes its way through the area, this will be the first shot of the colder air by, say, Tuesday afternoon and evening for the drive home. Temperatures will fall down to a low of 36. Not too bad, but 36 for Tuesday night. And if there's enough leftover moisture, then some of the rain could maybe mix with or end as a few wet snowflakes. Again, not a big deal. Wednesday, though, that first shot of colder air, a high of only 48 with a mix of sun and clouds and a northwest wind, breezy, making it feel even colder. But then, by Thursday of this week, here comes the second shot of reinforced Arctic air. And we'll only see a high of 38 degrees by Thursday and a low of 25 by Friday morning. In fact, some locations may even get closer to 20, possibly even the upper teens. But we're going to keep it a little bit on the warmer side for now. Friday, mostly sunny, 39. Saturday, here comes the next system that during the day will be warm enough, with a southeast wind to bring us light rain and a high of 43. But Saturday night into Sunday morning is when we could see the rain changing over to light snow. Saturday night with a low of 32, which is freezing. And then Sunday, as we warm back above freezing to 42, it all changes back to rain. It is going to be one of those situations where we're kind of on the line. You know, that's where we usually are. Just warm enough to not make it a big deal. But it is 6 to 7 days away, and things could change. That's why I said at the beginning, very low confidence on how that's going to play out for the upcoming weekend. So already somebody is taking computer forecast model maps and posting them over the internet and social media saying, is this true? Are we going to get 10 inches of snow on Sunday or this weekend? No. Just stop doing it. Don't share that crap. It is this is where somebody gets excited about, oh, look at this. And they misinterpret the models, they misinterpret the maps, and they start posting, hey, look, and they know they're going to get, it's clickbait is what it's called, and they know they're going to get people to share it, pass it around, and then aggravate the snot out of us that do weather. Is this true? Is this true? Well, I'm glad you're coming to us to ask us, but good granny grunt. Give us a break already. You know, we'll let you know when it's time to get concerned about something major going on, and right now, there's really nothing major going on. The only big deal that's going to happen this week is colder air. But it's November! Huh. For crying out loud, which I just did. Okay. Off the soapbox. That's enough. Thank you. God bless you, and thank you so much for listening. Know the weather. Please know the weather before it knows you. I'll see you live at 5:30 on AM Kentucky and streaming live to the WBKO app and to WBKO.com.